What's up guys, my name is Preetham and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the 7 things that you should be doing in your very first week here in the state once you arrive. It doesn't matter whether you are an F-1 student or a J-1 student. These 7 things that I'm going to be discussing about in this video are applicable to all of you. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright guys, so the very first thing that you need to apply for once you are in the States is that of a social security number. So social security number is basically a 10-digit number which is given to you by the US government and it is unique to everybody. It's very important to have a social security number because when you apply for employment in the States, you need social security number for your employer to employ you. So that's very unique to every person. And let's say you are in the States only for 4 months or maybe for a year, and after that you're going to go back home. And let's say in the future, maybe, I don't know, 20 years down the line, you decide to come back to States and start something. Now, when you come back at that time, that social security number that you got 20 years back will still be valid. It will be yours. It's a unique form of identification. So as you can see, it's very important, and it's a very important piece of document for you to have to kind of make sure that your journey here in the States is as smooth as possible. The next important thing, guys, is to make sure that you are having a conversation with your academic advisor to kind of ensure that you are enrolled in the correct classes for that semester. Your academic advisor is the person who knows everything about your curriculum, in which semester, what classes you are supposed to be taking and all that stuff. Also remember, as an F1 student, you are supposed to be taking at least 9 classes, 9 credits for graduate level courses and 12 credits for undergrad courses. So those are some of the things that you need to keep in mind, and talking with an academic advisor at the very beginning of your session really helps to sort those things out. So that's another point you guys need to keep in mind, is to talk with your advisor, and preferably on the very first week of your arrival here in the States. Alright guys, so the next important thing to do is to get a cell phone plan and a cell phone. In some situation, what happens is whatever cell phone you have in your home country, that might be compatible with the carriers that they have here in the US, but in some situation you might have to get a phone from here because your home phone is not compatible with the cell phone carriers that they have here in the States. So you have to check that with the carriers. Just go to a local store once you arrive here and see what are the options you have, and then go from there. But ideally, I would recommend you to get a cell phone and a cell phone plan within your first week of arrival. So that's very important, at least from a communication standpoint. The next important thing on the list is that of a bank account. Now this is optional. Some of you might choose to employ yourself in on-campus jobs or off-campus jobs, be it an internship, be it an apprentice, whatever it is, and some of you might not work. So for those of you who are planning to work, having a bank account, a local bank account in the States really help. You can give your potential employer that bank account to kind of deposit your salary there. And you can also use that bank account, the statements that you are going to be getting from the bank, as a proof of your address in any formal document requirement. So let's say you are applying for, I don't know, a driver's license in the US, and there they are asking for proof of address. So in that situation, you can actually submit your bank statement as proof of your formal address. So it's very important, to have a bank account, as for the reason that I mentioned before. And ideally, you want to apply for your bank account within your first week of arrival here in the States. Alright guys, so the next important thing to do is to start applying for jobs. Now this is assuming that you don't have a job. Now if you already have a job in terms of, in form of, let's say, a graduate assistantship or a teaching assistantship or something like that, then you can skip to the next part. But for those of you who are not really coming to the States with some form of employment, this first week is a very good time to, network, go to different offices and different, professors, and talk to them and see if they have any opportunity that is a good fit for you. And that is something that you should do on your very first week, because on the first week the classroom, the pressure from the academics is not that heavy. They're just getting started. So the first week is a very good time to actually apply for jobs and network with potential employers. It could be your professor, it could be a certain academic department, it could be the international student office, it could be a specific employer, like let's say campus dining or the university IT department or university admission, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What matters is you need to go out and you need to talk with people, you need to do some sort of networking, and also make sure to check out your university job database. Every university in US have a job database, and I'm pretty sure the university where you will be going is also equipped with that sort of facility. So make sure to check it out and see if there is something that is relevant to your skill set, and make sure to apply there with your resume and cover letter. The next thing on the list, guys, is that of understanding your university campus, knowing where the buildings are, and getting to know the university landscape in general. So on your arrival in the respective university where you guys will be going, make sure that you get to know the university in terms of where the buildings are, where your classes will be, and all that stuff. Because based on my experience, I can tell you that campuses in US are generally pretty big and pretty spread out. So it's very important for you to know exactly where your classes will be, and make sure that you know those locations before your very first day of class. Otherwise, if you end up spending too much time searching for your class, then chances are you might be late for your very first class, and you don't want that. That's not a very good impression to give to your professor on your very first day of arrival. So that's the point that I'm trying to make here, is to know the university campus. Also make sure you know places like where the bus stop in the university campuses are, where the campus dining locations are, where things like the university international students offices are, all those places where you might make some frequent trips for whatever reason. So guys, those were the 7 important things that I believe you should be doing. Any international student, any new international student upon their arrival should be doing as part of their student journey here in the United States. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, share this video with your friend if you think that this video will be helpful with them, and subscribe to my channel and help me out with this YouTube algorithm. If you think that there is something that I missed in this video, let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know what you want me to make my next video on. And with that being said, stay safe, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.